Hey, JD here with ETV Live, and let me tell you something. If it's too big for the pickup truck and you need to move it, there's only one trucking company you need to call, and don't bother with the Yellow Pages Cowboy. I'll give you that number in a minute. Manufactured goods, automotive, technical equipment, furniture, even if you need a reefer, Gary Mercer Trucking Incorporated is the only choice, Cowboy. With locations in Mississauga, Ontario, Canada, Rancho Cucamonga, California, if you need to move it, store it, and keep it cold, you need to call Gary Mercer Trucking Incorporated. Long haul, short haul, or just across town, Gary Mercer has the best trained and qualified drivers to get your load from point A to point B with professionalism and on time. So remember, Hoss, if it don't fit in a pickup truck, you're going to need a real truck, Cowboy. Sponsors of ETV Live's Friday Night Showdown, Gary Mercer Trucking Incorporated, 1-800-668-2980.
Hey race fans, and welcome. Tonight we're here with the Friday Night Showdown on ETV. My name is Stephen Esney, and I'm alongside special guests tonight, Dylan Duvall and Adam Gilliland, and we're live at Kentucky. Adam, your first time up here, so long as you, Dylan. Adam, what are you expecting to have happen tonight here at Kentucky?
Well, Kentucky always produces some great racing. It can also make for some big wrecks because of the bumps. But I anticipate the points to be shaken up just because it's kind of a wild card with lots of the wrecks happening in turns 1 and 2 because the bumps get pretty outrageous. But I anticipate a great race, and the points shaken up, I imagine they will do that, or they'll shake up pretty good.
Hi, this is Dylan. I think tonight it's going to be an intense race. These bumps usually put on a great show here, and the bumps, they usually make the racing exciting, and I don't know, it's just a driver's track, and it's probably going to be quite a few wrecks, but hopefully they'll also get that one green flag run in that pretty much most people I know will be looking forward to.
Alright guys, and we also have Alex Jambone down on pit road tonight. We'll go to him later once we get set in here. And we're going to take a look at the point standings now. We're looking at them with 0 drop weeks here. Right now, Brandon Jarrell on top of the point standings. He's been really consistent all season long from what I've seen, and he's definitely going to be one of the guys to beat tonight. Anthony Kernick in second. We've seen him. He almost won the championship last season. He's up there yet again this season, 51 points out. In third place, Tyler Hudson, always a threat to win. We've seen him win, I think, 3 of these races so far this season. He won, the last one he won was at Chicago. Wayne Stevie, a name I don't know if I've ever heard of before. You guys ever heard of him? He must be in second split or third split. He's up here in 4th in points, so he's doing a good job. And Nick Saunter, 90 back, rounds out the top 5.
Yeah, David Cater, he's just outside the top 5 and 6th with B.J. Beal right outside in 7th. Kyle McCormick is in 8th. Mark Melcher's in 9th, and Billy Weeks, he rounds out your top 10.
And in 11th, you have Ryan Luza, who has been really fast this season. I'd look for good things out of him tonight. In 12th, you have Matthew Wright. He is currently 118 out, but you never know. Some of those guys back there could make a charge at it here in these late weeks. And in 13th, you have Chris Collins.
So like those guys you mentioned outside of the top 10, they've always been competitors. We've seen Luza very fast this season. I believe he may be on the pole again tonight. We've seen him do it every week on the pole, so he's definitely got to look out for, right, all in his team. So there's a bunch of big teams this season. I know it's a lot different than last season, last time we did this ETV race, which was Michigan. Nexus Esports has really taken over as the top team tonight. I'm sure all you guys heard of them out there tonight or tuning in, and I'm definitely going to see big things out of them. A couple other teams showing up. I know Dylan, you're on Gale Force. Adam, you're on Schmidt. Any of your guys' teammates running tonight?
I don't think anybody on Schmitten's running tonight, but I think a lot of guys from Gale Force, Wheelman, they'll be running. They'll always be strong, as they are each week in and week out. Ryan Luza, as you mentioned, he's on Nexus Esports. He's always fast. Those are the guys I anticipate on being quick tonight.
I'm not sure who all is running from Gale Force tonight. I know I saw Jeffrey Parker in a qualifying session earlier. I would expect to see Lauren Personette. I would expect to see him here, and I'm not really sure about who else is going to be there, but I'm pretty sure that they're going to be fast, whoever does run tonight. I had the opportunity to run the setup for a few laps, and it was right there with some of the faster guys as far as lap times were concerned.
Yeah, so we have a lot of guys to look forward to tonight. Now we're going to bring Alex up here. Now, Alex, what are you looking forward to down on pit road tonight?
Definitely some tire strategy. You never know when you're going to get yellow here, so strategy might come into play later in the race or if we have a short green flag run.
All right, thanks, Alex. So we'll be keeping up with him tonight as we get the caution flags and people coming down pit road. Hopefully, we won't still stay away from the cautions. This has been a track where we have seen quite a few cautions in the past. I believe 12 2 seasons ago, and maybe a little below 10 last season. I'm sure I can double check that for me, but definitely a driver track, like Dylan mentioned earlier. I'm looking forward to it myself. Well, like we said, ETV's first race up here in a while as they're taking a break from the Pro Series as they're in their holiday break. Adam and Dylan, they have some experience with the Pro Series as well. Dylan, sorry for you, but you guys tell us about your pro seasons a little bit while we got some time.
Yeah, I'm actually having a really good Pro Series, a lot better than I expected. It's obviously broadcasted on ETV. They do a great job putting on the series, getting it out there more each and every week. But I'm having a great season. Got that win at Richmond and clicked off a few top tens. I look forward to coming back strong in the last week at Charlotte, and that's always been a good track for me, so I anticipate being quick there.
Yeah, and as far as my season goes, it started off really good. After week 2 at Texas, I was up in 4th in points, and just seems like ever since then, it's just gone downhill. I haven't had any luck go my way, but I've been somewhat competitive. I've been running top 10 a lot of the time, and I had an off week or two, and on top of the wrecks, it's put me in a deep hole in points, but I'm looking forward to Charlotte. I expect to be pretty strong there, and excited to see what that race could bring.
Alex is also a pro. Alex, you'll be racing at Homestead and Charlotte. I know you might be outside top 25 as well right now. Are you excited for these last 2 weeks?
Yeah, I'm pretty close to the bubble right now, so I can pull here some good weeks. Get into DBC at the end of the season.
Alright guys, well, we're going to take a commercial break before we get going here, so enjoy the commercial.
Hey, JD here with ETV Live, and let me tell you something. If it's too big for the pickup truck and you need to move it, there's only one trucking company you need to call, and don't bother with the Yellow Pages Cowboy. I'll give you that number in a minute. Manufactured goods, automotive, technical equipment, furniture, even if you need a reefer, Gary Mercer Trucking Incorporated is the only choice, Cowboy. With locations in Mississauga, Ontario, Canada, Rancho Cucamonga, California, if you need to move it, store it, and keep it cold, you need to call Gary Mercer Trucking Incorporated. Long haul, short haul, or just across town, Gary Mercer has the best trained and qualified drivers to get your load from point A to point B with professionalism and on time. So remember, Hoss, if it don't fit in the pickup truck, you're going to need a real truck, Cowboy. Sponsors of ETV Live's Friday Night Showdown, Gary Mercer Trucking Incorporated, 1-800-668-2980.
Alright, welcome back guys. Well, we're getting ready to hop in the server, but before we do, we're going to send it into the national anthem.
Yeah.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Landon Huffman coming to a comfortable lead, coming out of 2. He's got about 8 car lengths, put it half a second over Dwayne Vincent as Chad Cole works the number 2 spot.
Time is running out. Vincent's got it. Cole wants it to the wall. Chevrolet puts the bumper to the 13 of Vincent. Vincent not backing down. He's in second. You know, and we got one car on the bottom of the 10 car.
Alright, welcome back, guys. We're finally loaded up into the server. We're ready to go. We're going to make pictures and win tonight. And I'm going to start off with our pit road reporter, Alex Jambran. Alex, who you got tonight?
Tonight I'm gonna go with EJ O'Rourke. He's been looking fast in race trim all week, so we'll just see how he ends up here tonight.
Dylan, how about you?
I think I'm going to go with Justin Thompson in the number 21. I had the pleasure to try out his setup, and it's really fast, so I'm going to have to go with him tonight.
Adam, who are you picking tonight?
Tonight, I'm going to go with the sleeper. Carson Downs goes to victory lane tonight, and as my pick. What do you got, Steven?
I'm going to pick my teammate Malik Gray to take home the win tonight. We have a really fast setup, and I got to work with them a little bit earlier, and I think we have something for these guys tonight. Alright, well, we're going to take a look at the qualifying grid now. We got a lot of big names in this race. Former broadcaster Michael Conti's in here. A bunch of Pro Series drivers. I'm sure you guys have had the pleasure to race with these guys. A lot of fast Class A drivers. So, we're really looking forward to this race tonight. We got a stacked field, and looking at the warm-up time so far, Marcus Lindsay seems to be the fastest car, with Joey Brown up there in second and Lee Herron in third.
Yeah, without a doubt, Marcus Lindsay's always fast in everything he races. Right as we say that, Ryan Luza jumps to the top of the board. He'll be someone to contend with, as well as Michael Conti. A lot of the pros / GWC drivers. They'll be strong tonight. Just look for one of them to be up front and take the win.
Yeah, don't count those guys on Nexus though. Ryan he puts a lot of effort into the series every week, and he's definitely going to be winning a good 10 with. Like we went over all the teams tonight. We got Nexus, Gale Force, even J-Show making an appearance tonight. We haven't seen them in a while, so it's good to see those guys in this race tonight as well.
Yeah, without a doubt. If I had a second pick, I would actually go with Brandon Jarrell. He's up there leading the points right now. He's put together a great season. I look for him to have another solid run tonight and add on to that points lead.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to watching this race get going now. Look at the qualifying times. Lusa seems to have the field beat, but third place is about 10th after that. But after that, we got a close field about mid-pack, so it looks to me like we're going to have a lot of close competition, a lot of racing like we were talking about. So definitely looking forward to some great races. Look at some names we don't usually see in these races tonight. Garrett Dorsey, he's not one we usually see. Casey Tucker, I've seen him all season. Clayton Selosky, I haven't seen him really that much. Max Paquette, definitely one. Lee Heron, so a lot of guys that we haven't seen. And we're going to get ready to start the starting lineup now.
We're going to send it down trackside to get the race started. Here to give commands. Send it down trackside to give the command.
Gentlemen, start your engines!
Alright, well, tonight's starting lineup. On the pole tonight, number 2, Ryan Lee, he's going to be passed, starting second. NASCAR.com Series World Championship driver Mark Flynn.
In your second row, inside, Justin Brooks in the number 3 car, Anthony Kenrick to the outside of him.
In 5th place, you have Armando Vargas, and at 6th on his outside, Brian Day.
Starting 7th tonight, current points leader Brandon Jarrell, and alongside of him, Liam Lambert.
Timmy Hill Motorsports driver Ian Hahn starts 9th with Jeffrey Parker to his outside in 10th.
Behind them is Mark Melker in the number 27 and Mike Kirby to his outside.
Matthew Spangler in the 24, starting alongside him, series veteran David Cater outside of him, 14th.
EJ O'Rourke starts 15th with Fernando Bento to his outside.
Behind them you have Nicholas Morse, and to his outside, NASCAR Iracing.com Series World Championship driver Michael Conti.
Yeah, Conti is the first guy not to take time, Morse the last guy to take time. So after these guys are showed by rating. After him is going to be Danny Hansen in the 5 and Joey Brown start 20th.
Carson Downs, another J-Show driver, starts 21st, my personal pick for tonight's race, with Malik Ray starting 22nd.
And 23rd, you have Thomas Lewandowski into his outside, Lee Heron.
Starting 25th, Chris Seymour. Outside of him, Max Paquette.
Starting 27th, Clayton Kolofsky starts 27th with Justin Thompson, Dylan DeVal's pick to the outside of him in 28th.
Rounding out your field in 29th and 30th are Casey Tucker and Garrett Dorsey.
Alright guys, so we got a full field tonight of 30 cars, so I'm definitely looking forward to getting this one going. Should be a fun race, going to be a lot of fun calling it with you guys for the first time. Just from everyone on behalf, I'd like to thank Brendan Mercer and Gary Mercer Trucking for doing this point standings for us again this season. Shout out to them like always. Gary Mercer Trucking, best place to get a tow for you. The pace cars in turn 4 right now. This field's showing about 55 around the field right now. So expect to see a lot of great racing from the field tonight. There's a lot of maybe some wrecks, hopefully not, but if we get 30 cars to have a great race, that'll be exciting. So leading us off will be Ryan Luza and 2 car. Pace car's about to pull off. Pace car off. Luza gets going. We're green here at Kentucky.
Ryan Luza gets a great start, jumps out to a 3 car length advantage over second place.
Yep, they're going to get sorted out. Brooks is going to move from 3rd to 2nd on the start, so he's going to move into 2nd. Marcus will file in behind him, and they're going to try to run down Luza.
Marcus Lindsay tucks in right behind Justin Brooks as Justin Brooks advances a position. Marcus Lindsay follows in suit right behind him as Armando Vargas looks on.
Yep, 3 wide in the back almost. Oh, Conti on the outside of Bento up there. That got close there. And almost took a 3 wide. Hansen's struggling. He's very loose down there on the inside. He's going to lose a couple more spots as the 7's going to drive by him and Joey Brown as well. Almost trouble there on lap 1 off turn 4.
Yeah, that was definitely a close one. Danny Hansen got a little loose out of turn number 4 in that J-Show machine, but saved it and kept all 4 wheels rolling.
And we're going to look for a lot of that tonight on the bumps. A lot of cars will be sliding around. We're seeing that a lot so far already. A lot of cars loose already, and you're going to see a couple guys slide up the hill coming out of 4, but we're going to look on for the battle for about 15th spot now. The 7, Joey Brown looking under the 8, and in front of them, Conti making a move as well.
Yeah, Carson Downs has that position right now, but Joey Brown looks to take it on as he does complete that pass. Joey Brown falls in suit behind Fernando Bento as they head down the backstretch.
Michael Conti just moved up to 14th as he passed Fernando Bento, and it seems like everyone already is starting to get single file, and it seems like everyone's just trying to get in line and ride for these early laps here at Kentucky.
Yeah, definitely so. Well, these guys are definitely going to want to get through these first couple laps. I know everyone wants to finish thing. We got a battle up here for third right now. Looks like Justin Brooks going back. He's been passed by Armando Vargas, so Vargas making a move early. Here comes Brooks at the crossover.
Yeah, Brooks goes under the number 14 machine of Armando as they head down into corner number 3. Brooks is going to get a little bit close to the number 14 machine as they don't touch as they go over these big bumps here at Kentucky, and Armando gets loose as Justin Brooks completes the pass on Armando.
It looks like Marcus Lindsay might be reeling in Luza in these early laps here. Been looking at the times, he's been a little bit quicker these last two, and Lindsay looks pretty strong to start.
Yeah, these two looks like they might have fast cars to the field so far. We have to see them once Conti gets through the field. He looks to be pretty strong passing cars already, but we're focused on these guys up front for now. We have a big, kind of behind Brooks, we have a bunch of cars lined up here. We got Koenig, Brian Day, Brandon Jarrell, Liam Lambert, and Jeffrey Parker, David Cater back here behind these guys. So they're all kind of riding single file right now. And yeah, Cater's going to find out the top 10 here. And now we got a move going on for 8th. Here comes Jeffrey Parker looking at Liam Lambert.
Yeah, Jeffrey Parker running in the 9th position looks to take away that 8th position from the number 12 of Liam Lambert. As they come out of corner number 2, the number 28 has a slight wiggle, but nothing too serious as they head down into turn number 3. Jeffrey Parker completes the pass.
I'd like to take a second and say a little something about the number 30 car. It's nice to see him as you see him try to make a move for 5th position. As he tries to take the spot from the number 22. He's the last number driver in here, so sort of underdog looking good to start this.
Yeah, we have a lot of those low numbers up here tonight. We got the 30 and almost took the 5th spot. Koenig's number 22, so that's a low number as well. He's down in 6th now. Jeffrey Parker, the 28, up in 8th. And the 27 and 11th, too. So a lot of high numbers up here. And they're definitely looking to get past the already. And there also have some pretty fast cars. As we see, I'm going to try to count how many Nexus cars are up here. I'm not sure if you guys know how many front runners are on Nexus.
Yeah, there's probably quite a few of them, but I'm focusing my attention right now on the number 11. He's in 6th place. He's your points leader by a good margin, 51 points, I believe.
51 points over the guy running right behind him, the 22, Koenig. And 3rd place in points, Tyler Hudson, not here tonight, so he's going to take a big hit in standings. But these two are really the two to watch right now, Brandon Jarrell and Anthony Koenig.
David Cater just took over the, I believe, 8th position from the Gale Force Racing number 28 of Jeffrey Parker.
So those guys have been changing spots quite a few times already early in this race. Two guys, they're both experienced, they both know what they're doing, both veterans of the series, so good to see those guys having a good run so far tonight.
Yeah, it looks like our field's starting to get spread out like Alex Chambrone talked about in the pre-race. This track can produce cautions, but it can also produce some long green flag runs, as it looks like we're in store for one of them right now.
Yeah, this is a series that we don't see too many green flag runs in. I know last week at Talladega when Chad Lawton took home the win. That race went caution free. I know you guys both took part in that. Dylan, we were running up for a while. Adam, you got involved in the pit road mess, but that was one of those good races we've had in this series. And these guys look to follow it up again. There's quite a few caution free laps now.
Yeah, no doubt. There's been quite a few caution-free races. Man, these cars just look so ill handling. It's unreal, but they're all hanging on to it.
The 7-car Pro Series driver Joey Brown just took over what I believe is the 14th spot from Mark Melker. So Joey's on the move here early in this race.
The number 7 appears to have had some contact with the wall early on because he's got a crinkled right rear fender, but it looks like it's not doesn't look like it's holding his progress up through the field.
Hey guys, one of the cars I think might be struggling a little bit so far is that 22 at Koenig, and so we got a battle. Oh, 30 car in the wall hard. There's the ATV jinx for Brian Day. Wow, that was a hard hit for 30. He's already in his pit box. I gotta go back and see what happened there.
That looked like a vicious hit for the number 30. That looked like he's gonna need an ambulance to get out of here. Big hook by Justin Brooks.
Yeah, it looked like the 30 was trying to get underneath Brooks, and Brooks just got a little bit loose and couldn't save it in time and came down and hooked the 30, and up went the 30 into the wall and back into his pit stall. Sucks for him. He was having a pretty good run to start this race, being the lowest number driver in this field.
Well, Dylan, that's what we like to call the ETV jinx here, where we start talking about one guy, praise him for how good he's doing, and he gets wrecked. So he's going to be done here, it looks like. I believe the engine blew on that machine, so we got to go back and look what happened. But I know they're both next as eSport drivers, so that must have been some miscommunication there. Not really sure what happened. Looks like Brooks got really loose off turn 4 and was trying to correct it and just came right down and hooked the 30, had it on the wall. So if the 30 did end up hitting off the wall and bouncing back, we could have seen a big wreck there. So definitely avoided a big one early.
Yeah, no doubt. We're lucky for it to be just one car, but it doesn't look like anything malicious. Just looks like Justin Brooks got a little bit loose off the corner, and looks like Brian Day was just an innocent bystander, got involved in Justin Brooks' mess. But just hard racing early on here at Kentucky. I believe we're gonna have pit stops.
As these drivers, I believe, are about to head down pit road. Alex Chambrone, you hearing anything about the strategy?
Pretty early in the race here, I'd imagine most people take 4, but you never know. As we come down pit road, I'll see what everyone decides.
First one in this pit box is going to be the 26 car. After that, we're going to see what everyone else comes down and decides to do.
I anticipate Ryan Luza taking 4 tires. No reason to gamble this early on. Take strategy. Got a long way to go, and 14-lap green flag run. It's a pretty long run here with all the bumps. Lots of tire wear.
All right, Alex, what you seeing?
It's like 4 tires and fuel for the number 2. Got some 2-tire calls happening right here, which looks like to be the number 15 of EJ O'Rourke taking 2 tires. Everyone else is on 4 though.
So EJ going to be the first one off pit road. Alex, I believe that was your pick. So you're going to be he's going to be the new leader. So EJ, we know he's famous for getting TV time on ETV, and he's going to do it again. He's going to take the lead there. Ryan Luza comes out second, and let's see who comes out behind him. The 6 of Marcus Lindsay, then the 14 of Vargas, and David Cater. So he gave a good put up by Cater. Looks like Brooks may have had some damage to fix.
Yeah, no doubt Justin Brooks might have a little bit of damage fixed. He fixed a little bit, not too much, as the brunt of the damage was by Brian Day. He took most of the damage from that hit. Looked like Justin Brooks came off pit road in 6th position, so he'll be starting on the outside of row number 3 coming to the green flag. It looks like EJ O'Rourke must have took some kind of strategy to get out in front here.
Yeah, interesting strategy by EJ here. It looked like he just took right side tires, and I know, as I say that, EJ decides to come back in. I think he was just looking for his TV time, like Steven mentioned, but yeah, I think it's a bit too early to be trying tire strategy. They went 13 laps, and I know from personal experience here, tires wear really fast here.
Yep, so interesting strategy by him early on. Not really sure what he was thinking there, but he's going to come down pit road, go to the back. I'm assuming he just wanted to get TV time like I mentioned earlier. I believe we're going to get the 1 to green this time by, so Luz is going to be the new leader.
Yeah, Ryan Luza takes over the lead here at Kentucky Speedway as pit stops have completed, and we're ready to go green flag racing here at the Kentucky Speedway.
Curious to see what Justin Brooks can do here on these starts. I know he's pretty well known for being able to hot lap really well and be really good on these short runs, and I expect to see him get up there and try to contend with Luza and Lindsay.
Let him go here.
Yeah, I don't know. Cautions breed cautions. That's what you tend to see in these big split races. So we'll see if we can get strung back out and get another green flag run going. As last run was promising, it showed a lot of promise. So we'll see what they can do here. See if we can get strung out and get another long green flag run in.
Marcus Lindsay and Ryan Luza are going to bring them down to the green right here. Curious to see if Luza is going to be able to get another good start like he did that last time, or see if Lindsay may have caught on to him yet. Last time he jumped out to a big lead, and see if Lindsay can try to not make that happen this time.
The pace car's going to pull off here. The 2's going to lead us down, and he's going to get going again. Lindsay gets a better start this time. Looks like he may have spun the tires a little bit, and Armando's going to look underneath him for second.
Armando takes it all the way down on the flat on the apron. at the Kentucky Speedway as he tries to complete the pass on the number 6 with Mark Slindsey as they head down into corners number 1 and 2.
Brooks tries to make the move on Cater for the 4th position. Guy I just mentioned right before we went green, thinking he might be able to make up some ground here. It looks like he's already starting to do that.
Yeah, Brooks definitely on the move here. 6th to 4th in about 3 turns now. As Vargas is another guy we've seen in the series a lot, as he almost gets the wall off turn 4. He might actually do get the wall off turn 4. He's the guy we've seen in here every week, and he's been competitive. We haven't seen him up in the top 5 in a while, so it's good to see him up here as well. A couple guys that we're good to see up here. Lindsay, Cater. So a lot of guys having good runs that we hope to see having good runs.
Yeah, right now I've got my eye on the number 1 NASCAR Racing.com Series World Championship runner-up driver, Michael Conti. As he started way back in the pack in 18th position, he's already cracked the top 10. He looks to be on the move as he heads into the number 11 of Brandon Gerald, the points leader.
I got my eye on the driver passing the points leader, my Gale Force Racing teammate Jeffrey Parker. He seems pretty fast here in these opening laps, like I thought he would be.
Oh, we got a spin on the front stretch, caught in the grass. Carson Downs, the 8 car. It looks like we gotta go back and see what happened here. It looks like he's got loose off turn 4 and looped it, so no caution for that. We're gonna stay green, but he got loose off 4 in the grass. It cost him on track position and time on the track.
Yeah, no doubt. Looks like he just got loose off 4 and looped it, but does not halt the green flag racing here at the Kentucky Speedway as we continue green. And also another point I wanted to bring up, right as you were talking about that in turn 1 and 2, Joey Brown got down in the right rear of Michael Conti, Brandon Gerald, and it sent him all the way to the outside of the track.
Alright, so tough break there for Gerald. Looks like he's gonna lose a couple of spots there. So a lot of guys kind of making some contact and a little loose early on. So, and Dylan, you want something to say?
Yeah, Jeffrey Parker just hit the wall a little bit. I don't think he got it that bad. It shouldn't affect him. Just cost him a spot right there. Looks like Nick Morse and Michael Conti, they're both having a good battle right now for what I believe is the 7th position right now. Expected to see Conti get up here. I'm not sure when he's going to get up there with the actual leaders, but I'm sure it won't be too far from now.
Yeah, it's good to see Mike Conti in these races. He's been in the booth the last couple of seasons. I know I did some races with him last season. Pleasure to broadcast with, but he's on making the move. Jeffrey Parker getting passed by the 7 to Joey Brown now as we head down the front stretch. That is a battle for 9th position.
Yeah, Joey Brown looks on to the number 28 car of Jeffrey Parker as he gets a little bit loose, doesn't quite complete the pass off corner number 2. 28 carries the momentum from the outside here, and Joey Brown completes the pass finally after corner number 3 and 4.
Malik Ray in the number 9 car here in 12th position right now. He's having a pretty good run here to start this thing. Pretty consistent, and I believe there's a caution on the track, guys.
Yeah, we've got a big wreck on the front stretch. Multiple cars involved. Looks like Liam Lambert's going to get the brink of the damage, the majority of the damage, and all the cars evade the crash site.
Go take a look at this. Looks like the 27 of Melcher got loose off turn 4, and looks like he almost had it saved. The 12 went low to avoid him, and the 12 got into him, and then the 19 got into the 12. So looks like a 3-car wreck here. Not sure if anyone else got involved. The 19, 12, and 27 all heavily damaged. Oh, what am watching some wreck avoidance here. I see a couple guys who made a great move here. The 26, Eric Dorsey, made a great move to get through that wreck as well. Looks like Ian Han, who was right behind the action, he made it through as well. So close call by a lot of these guys. Good job by a lot of these drivers. Koenig went all the way through the grass to miss that. So great job by a lot of these drivers to make that a 3-car wreck and not a 10-car wreck.
Yeah, it just looks like Mark Melcher got loose on the front stretch there and kind of lost control of his vehicle in front of Liam Lambert, who had nowhere to go, and lots of good wreck avoidance like you were attesting to. Garrett Dorsey made a great wreck avoidance, as well as your second place points leader.
Yeah, that was an incredible job by Garrett Dorsey to miss that. I know I would have been freaking out in his position. I'm sure he was too. That was an awesome job by him to miss that, along with the 18 right behind him. Good job by both of those drivers.
All right, well, we're getting ready to send down the pit road, and I know Dorsey. He's definitely pretty excited about that wreck avoidance. I'm a teammate with him, but we're gonna get down the pit road here. It looks like everyone's gonna come down as they get toward the stops or to their stalls. We're gonna put on to Alex Chambrone for an update on pit stops.
Yeah, I'd expect a little more tire strategy here, wheeling with 5 laps, so there should be some more people only taking 2 tires as we come down the pit road here for first stops, or second stops of the race, I should say.
Yeah, I'm watching Ryan lose. Does he want to take 2 tires and gamble, or does he want to play on the offensive side and take 4 tires? I'm watching right now as he jacks up the right sides on the car. It looks like he's going to take 4 tires and fuel for the number 2 machine, as the number 15 of EJ O'Rourke once again takes 2 tires.
Yeah,
It looks like
most of the leaders took 4 tires there, but you have Joey Brown, Nicholas Morse coming out too, with Brandon Drell also coming out too. Also,
yeah, as Chambrone was just saying, it looks like also Brandon Gerald, Nick Morse, and Joey Brown all may have taken 2 tires, which I think is a pretty good strategy. As Alex said, they only went about 5 laps, and that's not too many. They're going to probably have to play defense for a couple laps, but they can get a quick caution and have the heat cycle on the tires, then I think this strategy could work out for them. Good call by those 3, I believe.
Yeah, EJ O'Rourke's an exception. He actually missed his pit stall, so he's probably going to be coming back down here. That might be another stunt for TV time. I think he just wanted to kind of take the lead again, but he's definitely going to be coming back down here. Looks like the 3 guys behind him are definitely going to be staying out here. They took 2, so Lou's going to be the first car in 4 tires in 4th position.
Yeah, Ryan Luza, who's dominated the whole race so far, led every single lap. He likes to go with 4 tires instead of 2, like the 3 in front of him, and we'll just have to see how it plays out right here. See if he can get around the 3 in front of him cleanly and get back to dominating the race.
I expect to see Joey Brown break out here and maybe have a shot at this lead and contending with Luza. I know from racing with Joey in the Pro Series, he's really fast, and I mentioned his name a couple times earlier in this race, and his car seemed like it was driving pretty good, so I'm curious to see what he's going to do up here with somewhat clean air.
These Last Row Motorsports guys, they put some time into a setup. We were working with them a little bit from our team before the race, and they're definitely serious about this race. They look forward to running it, and as you can see, the 2 of them up now in the top 3.
Yeah, as we get the lights out on the pace car, symbolizing 1 to green, as we're going to get the green flag next time around. But we'll have to see how it shakes out right here. I anticipate Joey Brown, like Dylan Duval said, making a move right here. He's really strong in the NASCAR Racing.com Pro Series, so we'll have to see how it plays out right here.
Yeah, I think for a lap or 2 here, they're going to be pretty aggressive, and if they don't wad it up, I think they'll get single file for a little bit, but I don't know, this might be where we start to see a couple cautions, guys.
Hopefully we avoid those cautions, and we can have some good racing here. I know the 11 of Gerald, the points leader, he's looking just to go out here, probably look for the bonus points. I know Mr. Mercer awards bonus points, as we're talking about him again, Gary Mercer Trucking. Yes, check them out, series sponsor. So it'll be Gerald Morse, Joey Brown, and Ryan Luza, your top 4, Marcus Lindsay, and Armando Vargas, row 3.
Yeah, as the pace car gets ready to pull off here at Kentucky Speedway, Brandon Gerald has the field at bay getting ready to take the green flag. He waits a little bit, but there he goes. He takes the green flag as he pulls 4 car lengths on the number 4 machine of Nicholas Morse.
Yeah, it looks like Joey Brown's going to try to make a move on his teammate down here in turn 1 for that 2nd position. And as you see Luza trying to hang up there on that outside, I'm not sure how that's going to work, but you have to remember he has newer tires than these guys in front of him, so he's probably going to want to try to get up here and make a move pretty fast.
Mr. Marcus Lindsay almost takes it 3 wide. He's going to back off on that. Morse really loose up here in front of Joey Brown. He's going to hold up everybody. See what Marcus tries to do here as he has a run on both of them. He's going to try to take up the middle. Oh, he's going to give Morse a shot in the middle of the front stretch. Now we got 2 by 2 as the leader, Brandon Jones, is checking out right now as these guys battle behind him.
Yeah, Nicholas Morse, he looks a little bit loose for these 2 tires. That's what it tends to do unless you make a fuel change or a wedge adjustment. But here comes Marcus Lindsay. He got into the back of the number 4. Oh, they touch again. I don't know if Marcus Lindsay's very happy with the number 4 of Nicholas Morse, but he's made contact with him twice this lap.
Yeah.
I think that pass that Lindsay put on Luza could be key here, guys. Remember, those were the 2 fastest cars that first run, and now Lindsay has the track position over Luza. I think this could be a big moment in this race.
Yeah, Marcus going to pass both the 4 and the 7. Here comes Luza with a run on 6. He's going to get below the 4. He might be able to get even below Marcus here and be able to make that pass back for 2nd. But here comes Morse. He's going to take a 3 wide in the middle. Oh, almost right there as Marcus going to go high and give them plenty of room. Now Luz is going to take over the spot. Here comes another move. The 16. Oh, Morris is sideways. The 16 elite here, and I'm sure where he came from, but he's up here racing for the lead now as well, or for third, I should say.
Great side-by-side action here at Kentucky as in the NASCAR Racing.com Class B Series. They're putting on a great show as Marcus Lindsay looks like he was just making some passes. Now he's stuck on the outside as Michael Conti looks to make it 3 wide on Nicholas Morse. Nicholas Morse and Marcus Lindsay, they make contact heading down into corner number 3.
Yeah, there's a couple guys who have made some really nice saves here in the last 2 laps. Brooks back in 13th coming off turn 2 about a lap and a half ago now. He was dead sideways. Everyone did a good job to avoid him. And I believe it was the 10 car was also sideways off too the following lap. These guys look like they're trying to get a little bit too much out of their cars right now. They might just need to sit back, relax, and realize that they still have like 70 laps to go. Oh, as the 10 car is sideways again.
Dowski has impressive car control there to hold on to that twice. I guess the battles up front almost sorted out. Looks like Luz has been able to take over at second spot, and he's gapped the guys behind him pretty good over these last couple laps now. So Luz is going to start reeling in Gerald. He's reeling in awfully quick. Luz is 31-34 to Brandon Gerald's 31-53 last lap, 49 for Lindsay behind him. Lee Heron also making some noise up here. He took 4 in the last stop, and he made a great move to get up here to 4th, and now he's up in the top 5, and Michael Conti now making the appearance to the top 5. And we have a caution.
Caution on the track. Let me look
Danny
here. We got a big wreck on the back
off
stretch.
turn 2 and hit the inside wall there, and I believe that's what brought out the 3rd caution.
Yeah, let me rewind this to see what happened. It looks like they were in a 3 wide situation with David Cater, Joey Brown, and Danny Hansen. It looks like it's hard to tell. It looks like a racing incident. If anything, the 13 came a little bit down, got loose, and came down on the number 5, Danny Hansen. It doesn't look like he had too much hard contact with the wall, as he can just put 4 tires on it, get a little bit of damage fixed, and be back out there strong.
Yeah, Adam, I'm not sure if there was actually any contact with Danny down there on the bottom. It looked like they were 3 wide, and Danny was just trying to keep off of the number 13 of Cater, and may have got it a little bit loose. And we give him credit, he almost saved it, but it hooked back the last second, and he got the inside wall. Like you said, it wasn't that bad. I think he'll get a little bit of that damage fixed, and he'll be able to get right back in this thing.
I don't know, guys. Looks like he hit the ball pretty hard. I'm not sure. You never know with these cars and these races. You might be able to take a pretty damaged car and come back and finish top 10. So, looks like we might see some more pit stops here. We saw some great racing that run up front. So, hope we can see more of that tonight. It looks like Luz is going to... Well, actually, Luz is now leading. Gerald's going to lose down pit road here. Alex Chambrone, what you got down there?
Again, we had another 5-lap round, so we might see even more 2-tire calls here as they get down in the pit road. Not sure what the fuel mileage is here. I don't think they can make it from here, but they gotta be awfully close when they get a few more rounds.
Yeah, I believe it's 55 laps, so you can't make it from here. But Brandon Gerald, it looks like he's taking left side tires only as he jacks it and he's away.
It's like 2 tires for Marcus Lindsay, and Ryan Luz going to take 4 tires again. Looks like everyone else is going to take 4 tires once again. Lindsay and Brandon Gerald, the only 2 guys on 2 tires.
I'm going to send it down to JD Webb now. JD, how you doing tonight?
Hey, I'm doing all right, guys. I'll tell you what, I just want to sneak up here in the booth and tell you about what's coming up here starting in January. I'll tell you, if you got your easy chair all set up, put a cooler beside it, because we got tons of stuff happening here on ETV Live, starting out on Monday nights at 6 o'clock, 6 to 8 p.m., and the winner is Motorsport Show with Wesley Allen and Michael Neff. Following that, the Real Sim Racing Full Throttle Cup Series 2013 season, again sponsored by Bob Earl Racing. And then on Tuesday nights, we'll finish off the next couple of races here, next couple of weeks with the Iracing NASCAR Pro Series. And I tell you what, on Wednesday nights, we just got a week full of racing. Wednesday nights, late model short track racing like you have never seen before, Cowboy. I'll tell you what, you want to tune in then. Check the schedule at etv-eplay.net, and then on Thursday night, starting at 7:30, the Pit Report returns with a couple of new characters, Josh Gerlach and Kyle Taraska. I tell you what, if you haven't heard these 2 characters, you're in for a ton of fun on Thursday nights on ETV Live. ETV Live Radio. Hey, I want to send it back up here to the booth with Steven Zenzi, Alex Chambrone, Adam and Dylan, you guys doing an outstanding job. Let's have some fun.
All right, thanks, JD. Great to see you back here. I know you've had some personal issues the past couple weeks, so once again, great to see you, JD, here. Shout out to JD. So,
Yeah, it's great to see JD Webb back in the booth. He's a great guy. He's had some health problems here lately, but it looks to be a step in the right direction. So we're going to get back to racing here at the Kentucky Speedway as Brandon Jarrell comes out first off pit lane with 2 tires only. I believe it was left sides. I think Alex Chambrone can attest to that, but from my view, it looked like left side tires for the number 11 machine.
Yeah, left side tires for Marcus Lindsay and left side tires for Brandon Jarrell. I mean, right side tires for Marcus Lindsay. We'll see how that call works out for them too here.
And behind them you have Luza, and then Lee Heron. Good run for Lee here tonight.
yeah, Lee's doing a great job so far on the wheel at 16 machine. His team looks to be pretty fast. We saw them up before, so to 16, and Cater back here in 5th again. So Cater's worked his way back up to the top 5. Behind him, Joey Brown in the 7 machine. Michael Conti back here in 7th. He's making an appearance up here. Justin Thompson, Gale Force driver up to the top 8. Nick Morris, Justin Brooks around the top 10. So looking forward to get back to racing here.
Yeah, as the field paces through corners number 3 and 4, it looks like we're going to take the green flag here anytime now. As Brandon Jarrell once again has the field at bay as the pace car pulls to the infield. Brandon Jarrell waits. Green flag is back in the air here at Kentucky.
Brandon Jarrell gets another impressive start. Luza's going to follow him right up the inside, though. Lindsay gets into 3rd in line, and looks like the battle right now is going to be between Joey Brown and David Cater for, I believe, the 5th position.
Yep, Cater get another good restart here. He's going to move from the 5th. Joey's going to hang strong on the outside, though. They're going to battle as the front 4 get lined up. Interesting to see how this 2 tire plays out for both those guys up front. Looks like Luza's coming to Jarrell. He's making a move now. Ryan Luza's going back to the lead, folks. For Ryan Luza, now your leader once again here at Kentucky.
Ryan Luza back to the lead. He takes that lead position over Brandon Jarrell, your 2nd place points position in the Class B series this season. As Michael Conti takes over position from Joey Brown, move him into the top 6, my bad, as David Cater rounds out your top 5.
Looks like Justin Thompson. Oh, as Conti gets super sideways off turn 2. I was just about to say, Thompson was trying to make a move on Conti, but Conti got loose and Thompson had to check up, and now Nick Morse is trying to make the move on Thompson for 8th position.
All right, great racing once again on this run, folks. We got a battle up front. Looks like Brandon Jarrell going backwards on those old tires. Looks like left side turned out the right call for him. He's going to get passed by Cater. Has to move him back to 5th. I'm watching the 16 car Lee Heron. He's not a guy we've seen in the series every day now. He's having a really good run. Looks like he might be able to challenge Marcus Lindsay for a 2nd spot soon, but right now the battle is behind these guys. Nick Morris clears Justin Thompson. Justin Brooks going after that 9th place spot right now from Jeffrey Parker.
Yeah, like you were talking about, Leo Roan's having a great run tonight. You don't see him run these cars too often, but usually when he races, he's strong. He's very strong this last season in the Class A series as he looks on behind Marcus Lindsay. He's in the 3rd position with David Cater in 4th and Brandon Jarrell, who took 2 tires last top, rounding out your top 5.
Jeffrey Parker's stuck up on the outside right now. I've seen about 2 different cars go underneath him now. It looks like he's just trying to get down there on the bottom, but everyone keeps filling up the holes, and it's making it difficult for the number 28, but he's hanging up there on the outside as the 18 of Maxime makes a great save off turn 4.
Yeah, Max was sideways all the way through turn 3 and 4. Looks like when you get out of it, I know you guys are more of drivers than I am. We raced in Kentucky in the Pro Series a couple weeks ago. Adam, I'll ask you, what's it like getting down that bottom lane? We see all the drivers really running the lane here, so why don't you guys run the bottom here?
As we've got a spin on the back of the pack, near the back of the pack, let me rewind to see who that is. It was actually 27 car of Mark Melcher as he gets rolling again in the Dollar General machine. We're going to go back to what Steven was talking about. You don't really want to run the bottom groove here at Kentucky. It just doesn't really have much speed, but to be honest, it's actually the smoothest part on the track. It doesn't really make sense why it wouldn't be the fastest or the preferred groove, but it's just not at this current state and time in iRacing. But it's not that difficult to run down there unless you're side by side. 8 car sideways. Trouble. Turn 4.
Yeah, it looks like Carson Downs just got into the outside wall off of turn 4.
They're wrecking down there, number 5.
we gotta watch what happened. We still wreck, but it looks like Jeffrey Parker was over the back of Carson Downs. Carson got loose and tried to save it, and Jeffrey's got from the back of him. Jeffrey's gonna hit the wall. Looks like Ian Hahn's gonna get some damage out of that to the front end. Going back to see what else happened here. Looks like Malik Ray gets hit by Koenig after the fact. He gets turned as he goes through Hahn's car, so looks like he should be alright. I don't think he has that much damage. But definitely a tough break for Carson. That's the second time we've seen him around here tonight.
Yeah, I'm not doing too good with my pick tonight. Carson Downs having some difficulties tonight. Yeah, that car's pretty much destroyed now. So it looks like Steven and Dylan are going to be the only ones left with decent picks.
Yeah, that was kind of an ironic wreck, to be honest. The Gale Force car got into the back of the Reen car, and yeah, that's what triggered that first wreck here. And they all started wadding up after that as well.
I believe we're going to pull up the replay and see what happened here.
Yeah, but right now we're on pit road as well, so while John gets the replay sorted up and you guys take it out, we're going to go down to pit road with Alex Jambone.
Yeah, once again, we have another short run here, so we'll probably have some more 2 tires. Gonna try some track position and stay up front. As it looks like Ryan loses, gonna take 4 tires once again. Seems to be his call of the race so far.
Majority of the field looks like taking 4 tires as Marcus Lindsay gets the lead off pit road.
Tight battle for second off pit road between Luza, Heron, and David Cater. It looks like Luza got the best end of that deal, though.
Oh, well, guys, your missus helped in the 17 of Chris Seymour has elected to stay out there. So Chris Seymour's going to be your new leader, unless he elects to pit here. But he's one guy I think he's going to stick with his strategy here. I don't think he's going to pull an EJ work and pull down pit road this time by.
Yeah, Chris Seymour, he's usually strong in these B cars. I believe he's a Timmy Hill Motorsports driver, as he likes to stay out. Scratch that. I don't believe he's on Timmy Hill Motorsports anymore, but he's going to elect to stay out, see if he can hold off Marcus Lindsay and the dominator of this race so far, Ryan Luza.
It looks like Brendan Jarrell fell off a little bit with that 2-tire call last time. I'm interested to see how it'll work out rest of the race, if people are going to be brave enough to keep doing it or not. But yeah, it looks like Jarrell wasn't able to hang up there on 2 tires, but you never know, someone might be able to.
Chris Seymour comes down pit road. Sorry, Dylan, I keep cutting you off. I know we have an order we're talking in right now, and I keep kind of going against that. So my apologies to you. And Chris Seymour down pit road here. So the 17's going to go to the back, and he actually did elect to pit. So Marcus Lindsay's going to be your leader once we go green next time by. Well, we're still on pace lights are on, so we'll not be going green next time by.
Yeah, Marcus Lindsay needs to be taking his pit crew out to dinner after this race, because it seems like every time we come down pit road, his pit crew finds a way to get him in the lead.
Yeah, well, Marcus, I guess that must be the difference between a pro pit crew and a Class A pit crew. Marcus is definitely getting the job done tonight. But Cater's also has some good pit stops. I know he was running, well, he's actually having a good race in general. Running third, so we have, I'm pretty sure Marcus is on Sim Chassis. So Sim Chassis is leading the race, Nexus in second, Wheelman in third. 5 different teams in the top 5, and we usually see that in this series. So it's good to see a great mix and not a lot of domination going on.
Yeah, as you mentioned, that manufacturers coming to mind. You got all the different manufacturers running up front. But this time it's actually teams with Marcus Lindsay leading, Ryan Luza second, David Cater third. Liam Roan, he's up here having a great run, and Michael Conti, NASCAR's iRacing.com Series World Championship driver, rounds out your top 5, as the pace car has not gotten 1 to green yet. So we're going to continue pacing here at the Kentucky Speedway.
Yeah, after that we got Joey Brown. Behind him, Brandon Jarrell, Justin Thompson. I believe that was Duvall's pick tonight. Jeffrey Parker, and Nick Morris, the top 10.
I think with Marcus Lindsay being out in clean air right now, he might be able to pull away from number 2 of Ryan Luza. He's been strong all night, but we'll just have to see how clean air pays out here. This is the first time Marcus Lindsay's had the lead and 4 tires. So we'll just have to see as we get the 1 to green as the pace car turns off its lights.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with my picks so far here tonight, guys. Justin Thompson, he's in 8th. He's been solidly right around that top 10 position, and hopefully he'll get up here and start putting some moves on some people and get up there and get himself a top 5. He's looking pretty decent here tonight.
Yeah, my pick, Malik Ray, he was involved in that last wreck. He got punted after the fact by the 22 Koenig, so he's slight damage, but he's going to be alright, I think. He was right up here in the top 15 before that happened. My other teammate in this race, Garrett Dorsey, he's having a good run as well. I just wanted to point out, before we do go back green, John, if you can, get the camera on the nose of the 5 car. I want to see how his pit crew's repaired that thing in about 15 laps, and it's almost good as new again.
Yeah, like we were talking about when he initially had that wreck, didn't think he'd have much damage to repair it. The front end on these cars aren't as delicate as they are in real life, so with a little bit of repair, he's good as new right now as they roll through 3 and 4, coming to take the green flag.
As you say that, Marcus Lindsay is going to bring us down to the green flag this time. Like Adam mentioned before, that pit crew's getting the job done for him here tonight.
Yeah, fantastic job by the pit crew of the 6 car. The pace car, we're getting out of turn 4 now. Pace speed's very slow for this kind of big of a track. You'd expect it to be faster, but Iracing looks making the starts interesting and bringing us down slow. The pace car is going to pull off here. Marcus is going to wait on it a little while before he goes. He's going to stack up the whole field here. Marcus still not going. There he goes. He's going to get a good jump on the 2 car, about 2 or 3 car lengths.
Green flag is in the air as the flagman waves green flag. Ryan loses 3 car lengths back as Michael Conti looks on right behind him.
Yeah, as Conti is now trying to make the move on David Cater here. Conti is still looking fast. He looks like he's been pretty loose all race. I imagine he's been having his pit crew work on it, and he's slowly getting up here, guys.
And we've seen his teammate Carson Downs be in trouble, Danny Hansen in trouble getting loose, so a lot of his teammates in trouble getting loose. He's been able to manage it so far, and he's keeping his car up front. I'm sure by now they've worked on it a little bit. Look at the 16 and 7, bump drafting on the front stretch. 16 still hanging on the outside of Cater. Here comes Conti looking to the inside of him now as Cater clears, and looks like Lewis is starting to close in on Lindsay a little bit.
Yeah, as you say that, Ryan Luza is beginning to close in on the number 6 of Marcus Lindsay.
Impressive move by Justin Thompson down in 1 and 2, guys. Put it all the way down in the bottom groove, which is the hardest one to drive, and was able to stick it 3 wide underneath Gerald and made up a spot right there. That was pretty impressive.
Yeah, like we said, a lot of close racing between these guys. Saw Gerald back out of there. He's going to lose another spot to Nick Moore, so Nick is going to go around him for this 8th spot here, I believe. So, Morris on the move, and he's going to really loose off turn 2. Morris almost loses. So here comes the 28 with a big run. He's going to back out of it as well. So, and we're like in front of these guys right now. Great racing going on. Looks like Conti a little sideways as we enter turn 3.
Yeah, right in front of him, you got David Cater. He's always strong in these big cars, the Wheelman Ink Machine. As he pulls Conti by a couple car lengths as they head down the front straightaway.
Ryan Lusa is trying to make the move on Marcus Lindsay for the lead. He got a great run and made his move down into turn 1, and we're going to see if he can clear him off 2. Not yet. He's almost there. Oh, as Lindsay hits the wall. Let's hope that doesn't hurt him too bad. And Lusa clears him. New leader, Ryan Lusa.
He got up the wall pretty good off turn 2, Marcus did, so could have been bad for Marcus, but let's see if he keeps going. We're going to keep an eye on him for the next couple of laps. We're going to go back to this battle behind them.
That treacherous clean air has gone now for Marcus Lindsay as he gets the wall off corner number 2. Ryan Luza's now got the field that day once again. We'll look to see if he can pull away like he has in previous runs.
Looks like Thompson's trying to make the move on Joey Brown for the 6th position, and as it looks like he has completed that. Oh, Joey Brown coming back to the inside. I'm sure Thompson's not gonna be happy with that as Joey Brown slides up the track into him.
Almost wrecked there in the middle of 3 and 4, but both guys did a great job. I know Justin was a pro, but he had some stuff go wrong, and that's not no longer. So Thompson in the top 5, great run for him so far. He started in the back. He started 28th to be exact, so he's worked his way all through the field, only halfway through right now.
Yeah, that was a close call off corner, or heading down into corner number 3, but cooler heads prevailed, and they're single file now through the majority of the pack, as one car's back there warping a bit as Conti looks to capitalize on Cater's mishap off turn 4. It looks like he got a little bit loose.
I'm looking back here in the 13th position with Anthony Koenig. He fell off really fast that first run. It looked like his car wasn't handling good at all, but looks like the crew's been working on it. It looks quite a bit better now, and he's up to 13th, and pretty good comeback for him so far, guys.
Yeah, Koenig's definitely been falling back. He's lost some ground there in earlier runs. He's starting to make a move now. Got one really loose up here. Looks like 11 to Gerald, so Gerald makes a nice save through 3 and 4. Got one in the wall. Jeffrey Parker in the wall now, so a lot of action off turn 4 this time. As Koenig's going to go to the 12th spot from him, and Parker's still.
Yeah, the gale force machine of Jeffrey Parker's hitting the wall all over the place. Down the front stretch, off corner number 4. He's all over the place right now. As your second place in points, Anthony Koenig. He doesn't look like he's close to anyone anymore, but he's in the 12th position right now, looking to make up some spots to see if he can't close the gap on Brandon Gerald, who is the points leader by 51 at this time.
Yeah, it looks like Jeffrey may have done the car in that time. It looks like it's on track in the right way, and it looks like it's a handful to drive. Ian Hahn made a great save off turn 2, though, guys.
Yeah, Ian's a great driver. We've seen how Sheriff saves here in this Friday Night Showdown. He lost a couple spots there, but I think he'll take the car for the track position there. So I hear it was Malik Ray making a move in front of them. They're battling all over the track right now.
Cater looks like he, Marcus Lindsay just got extremely sideways off turn 4. Great save by him. David Cater's now up to 3rd, I believe? No, 2nd. Cater's up to 2nd now, with Conti right behind him and Lindsay sliding behind Conti after getting loose off turn 4.
It's almost a big wreck with Marcus coming back up the track, and he's trying to save that. So good job by Marcus to hold on to that. Here comes Conti sideways, 2, 3, and 4. Marcus going to slide under him and take over that 3rd position. So very racing up front once again. Marcus going to clear Conti off turn 4, and here comes Joey Brown, follow suit for 4th position.
Yeah, I saw last time down through 3 and 4, things started to get interesting right behind that group right there between Lee Harone and Justin Thompson. Looks like Lee and Thompson and that whole group behind them starting to catch this lead pack with Lindsay and Brown racing as hard as they are right now, and looks like it's sort of reeling everyone in, and this thing might be about to get interesting.
Yeah, just in this short time frame right now, Cater's pulled up almost a second on these guys in front of Joey Brown gets the wall to turn 4. Conti's going to push Lindsay right past him for 3rd.
Michael Conti is under the number 7 machine of Joey Brown as he looks on Marcus Lindsay to his outside. They roll through corners number 1 and 2 as Michael Conti gets a good run, good forward bite up off as he gets under number 7. He's still there, and they head down to corner number 3.
Brandon Gerald just made a move to get inside of the top 10 on the 14 of Armando Vargas. That was a pretty good move. He set him up coming off turn 2 and cleared him down to 3 and 4. So looks like the 11 is starting to come back from that bad strategy call earlier in the race.
Yeah, he lost a lot of ground there, and he also got loose a couple of times, and, well, he's good, so he's loot points there. You know he wants to get as much spots as possible and gain as many points on Koenig as he can. But a lot of great racing in front of these guys that we need to focus on. Right now, Conti on the side of Joey Brown yet again for that 4th position. Joey's really hanging strong on the outside. Joey might be able to clear him off 4. But out behind them too, Lee Heron and Nick Morse as well, side by side.
Yeah, Nick Morse and Lee Harone go side by side, the 2 Lastro Motorsports teammates. As Nick Morse takes over the spot, Justin Brooks looks to capitalize on Lee Harone being stuck to the outside. Doesn't look like he's going to be able to capitalize as Lee Harone keeps the spot, falls in line behind his teammate Nick Morse. As Armando Vargas closes into the back bumper of the number 11 of Brandon Gerald.
I'm really impressed with this battle between Joey Brown and Conti. They both know what they're doing. They've been able to race side by side for about 3 or 4 laps now, and I know from running this track myself, it's not easy to do that with the bumps around here. Usually the outside is not where you want to be. You want to be down in that second groove where Conti's at, and Brown's doing an impressive job to stay on the outside of Conti as Conti gets loose off turn 2.
Yep, lap car Dorsey goes to the apron there. He's going to give you guys plenty of room as he's down the access road. Oh, Joey Brown sideways. See if he can hold on to it. And he's going to save it. Wow, what a save by Joey Brown.
What a save by Joey Brown. It looks like, I think JD's going to pull up the replay. Looks like a little bit of warp. It doesn't look like the number 1 and the number 7 actually touched. Looks like there was about half a foot of net code, but there definitely was not contact from my screen. As in iRacing, there's a thing called net code. We're all racing on an internet connection, so that tends to happen from time to time, but just looks like one of them deals.
Nick Morse just threw a pretty aggressive block on Justin Thompson going down into turn 3, and I know Thompson pretty well. I'm sure he's not happy with the 4 car right now.
Yeah, these guys have been racing tough for a while, but I just want to go back and still point out what a save by Joey Brown to keep the thing. We're still green, by the way. So he got half sideways out of the groove. Officials decide not to throw the caution for that, which I don't blame him. I'm sure these guys are enjoying this green flag run right now. I believe we went green right before lap 50. We went green on lap 44. It's really close on fuel from here. Alex, have you been seeing any of these guys saving fuel at all?
I believe Alex has stepped away, but you're right. It's going to be right on the cusp of making it. It's within a lap or two of making it. But you're right. Justin Thompson and Nick Morris have been going at it. It'll be interesting to see. They're both really fast, but they both have an aggressive side. So we'll see who gets the better of who.
This field is really spread out now as Thompson makes a move down on Morse this time. Morse didn't want to block him that time, but they're still side by side. Thompson gets a little bit loose off turn 4 and Morse has the run. I'm sure Thompson's probably pretty eager to try to clear Morse because, as mentioned before, these cars don't drive very well when you're side by side, and I'm sure Thompson's a little bit heated at the moment.
Yeah, Thompson definitely not happy, especially with the 4-car blinking. When that happens, the connection's kind of warping out. You won't be able to see where the other car is, and that might cause Thompson trouble when making this pass here. He's still not going to be able to get around. The 4's going to clear him off turn 4, so Thompson trying really hard, but cannot get around the 4-car Nick Morris right now, as Morris going to hold on that 5th spot.
Yeah, this battle looks awfully similar to the one we had a few laps ago with Michael Conti and the number 7 of Joey Brown before he got sideways and lost all that track position. They can seem to get side by side, as in the 21 of Justin Thompson and the number 4 of Nicholas Morse, but it doesn't seem like one particular person can make the car to clear the other car, can make the pass.
I'm going to focus up here on Luza, the leader right now. I'm impressed with the times that he's turning right now. He's easily about a 10th faster than the whole, and that lap almost 2/10ths faster than the whole field. That's a pretty big margin.
Justin Thompson almost lost it through turns 1 and 2, so he's still sideways. Is he going to hang on to it? He finally cleared Morris, and as soon as he gets in front of him, he gets sideways, he's going to lose the spot again, but Thompson going to be happy just to have a race car left after that. I saw smoke on his tires. Him and Morris are going to make contact. It's going to slide Thompson up the hill. He's sideways again. Here comes the 11. Thompson's going to hang on to it. He's going to lose 2 more spots as well.
I don't think Justin Thompson's going to be too happy with the number 4 machine. Just looks like good hard racing, but Justin Thompson, like I was referring to earlier, he's a very fast driver, very clean driver, but he can be aggressive at times. We'll see if he wants to do anything about the number 4 machine if he gets back to him.
Yeah, I'm not going to beat around the bush on this one, guys. I know Thompson really well, and he is not happy with that 4 car. I know I would be pretty upset with what just happened right there. Thompson looks like he's driving as hard as he can to catch back up to the 4, and I guarantee it's going to be interesting if he gets up to Nick.
Yeah, we'll see if anything transpires between these two, as there's still 2 cars between them. I know Aaron is the Morse's teammate. He's in front of Thompson now. Thompson ties it into 1 and 2, trying to make a move on the here and there. Can't quite get to him. That allows Justin Brooks to start closing in behind him. So here comes Brooks. Thompson's definitely in a hurry there.
Yeah, Thompson's definitely in a hurry to get back up to the number 4 machine. I don't know if he had trouble clearing the number 4, he might have trouble getting by at Leo Roan. He's been strong all night, as has been the number 11 of Brandon Jarrell before he had that mishap on the strategy. He's doing a great job protecting his points lead up right here, running in the 6th position. We'll see if he can get around the number 4 machine of Nick Morse.
It looks like Danny Hansen's pit crew, number 5, looks like they couldn't fix it up as well as we thought they had, guys, because he just went a lap down to the race leader, Ryan Luza, which isn't all that surprising with how fast Luza is. I imagine people are going to be going a lap down here faster than they are used to, because this pace that Luza is setting right now is just really impressive.
Yeah, Luza's doing a fantastic job. He's one of the favorites tonight, and I know none of us picked him. Probably should have. That would have been definitely the easy pick, but we all root for underdogs. And so far tonight, he's really put on a heck of a show dominating this race.
He definitely is. I've been looking, like Dylan talked about a few laps ago. He is in his own zip code right now. I'm talking, he ran an 85 this lap to second place is 03, and Michael Conti, NASCAR Iracing.com Series World Championship driver, a 93 to him. So that's pretty big to have a full 10th to 2/10 over the rest of the field. If he can just put together the rest of the race, he's going to be in good position.
Yeah.
It looks like Brandon Jarrell might have a run here on Nick Morse. I imagine Jarrell's, I know he's racing for points right now, but I'm sure he's getting a little bit irritated with running behind Morse with Morse's connection being the way it is. I know me as a driver, that's one of the most frustrating things that you can have is running behind someone who keeps warping in and out of the track. It's really hard to focus and hit your marks like you need to when someone's warping right in front of you.
Yeah, it definitely is hard to do that as a driver. He's driving that close battle, and I've been looking through the time so far. Through the last about top 10, 12 guys that's running. The last couple laps, I've noticed that one of the guys that's been faster than some of these guys in this pack up here is the number 9 Malik Gray. He's been closing in on this pack quite a bit, about a tenth or two a lap these past 15 laps or so. So he's coming in a hurry. I know he's been one of the guys I've seen within a tenth of lose this time. Seems to have been the third or fourth fastest car out here a bunch of these laps.
Yeah, he's definitely been quick. As Justin Thompson, we were just referring to it, he got awfully close to the number 4 car. We'll have to see what transpires here in the coming laps. But Justin Thompson, like we were referring to a few laps ago, he has made the passes and he's gotten back up to the number 4 machines. We'll look to see if he can do anything with the number 4. As Garrett Dorsey, the professional, Justin Thompson gets into the back of him. No, that's not going to be good. 3 wide down the front stretch.
Yeah, this is getting exciting up front, guys. I was just looking towards the back of the pack. They're racing pretty hard back there too, so great racing spread throughout this whole field right now. It's pretty impressive that these guys are still able to drive this hard on this old of tires.
Yeah, he's not doing a great job so far. Thompson's not happy with the lap car either. Thompson's just having a frustrating night so far. And caution's out.
We have a caution on the racetrack. And 18 car. The 18 car looks to have... He's on his lid right now in corners number 3 and 4. I'm going to have to see what John Leston can pull up, but there's definitely going to be a replay. That was a big wreck and resulted in the number 18 of Maxime Paquette ending up on his lid.
Yeah, it looked like the 24 just got into the left rear of the 18, and, 18 went up into the wall and sort of flipped down the track like Joey Logano did at Dover a couple of years ago. Looked pretty similar to that crash.
Yeah, it definitely was. Looks like the 24 didn't even turn for the turn. Oh, and look at the 21 car now as Alex Chamberlain. 21's all over the back bumper of the 4 car now. He definitely was not happy, like you said, Dylan. He just gave him a shot.
Yeah, I know Thompson really well, and like I said, I know he's not happy with Morse. Thompson can get easily excited, let's say that, and I have sort of a little bit of that in me too, and I know I would be extremely frustrated with Morse right now. And as Thompson's still hitting him, Thompson looks like he is as well.
Yeah, Thompson definitely a little frustrated with the 4 car. I don't blame him. He was definitely faster, but we got a caution now. 25 laps to go. I believe everyone will be in for 4 tires. Alex, what do you expect on pit road this time?
Yeah, pretty long green flag run there. I expect most people to be out on 4 tires, but you never know. A lot of cars here might be able to take 2 tires and try to gain some track position here late in the race, as there's only going to be about 20 to go when we take the green flag.
20 to go, indeed there will be when we get the green flag back underway. The green flag racing back underway. As Justin Thompson in the number 21 machine pulls into his pit stall, jacks up the right side of the vehicle. Looks like 4 tires to the number 21 machine. We'll have to see where he comes out in relation to the number 4 machine of Nicholas Morse, but 4 tires definitely for the number 21 machine.
Ryan losing on 4 tires. We are definitely good on fuel from here, so definitely come down to race of speed and a little luck with other cautions to lay out here late in the race.
Close battle off pit road. Cater almost got the lead off pit road right there.
Yeah, almost a close battle off pit road. Ryan Lewis is going to take the lead though. Most of his lap cars getting their lap back, Hansen and Garrett. So we're going to have Luza, Cater, Conti, Norcus, Morse, top 5 as we come out of pit road. We're going to send down for a commercial break, so we'll be right back with the end of this race. This is going to be the one commercial we're going to take all day, so we'll be right back.
Hey, JD here with ETV Live, and let me tell you something. If it's too big for the pickup truck and you need to move it, there's only one trucking company you need to call, and don't bother with the Yellow Pages Cowboy. I'll give you that number in a minute. Manufactured goods, automotive, technical equipment, furniture, even if you need a reefer, Gary Mercer Trucking Incorporated is the only choice, Cowboy. With locations in Mississauga, Ontario, Canada, Rancho Cucamonga, California, if you need to move it, store it, and keep it cold, you need to call Gary Mercer Trucking Incorporated. Long haul, short haul, or just across town, Gary Mercer has the best trained and qualified drivers to get your load from point A to point B with professionalism and on time. So remember, Hoss, if it don't fit in a pickup truck, you're going to need a real truck, Cowboy. Sponsors of ETV Live's Friday Night Showdown, Gary Mercer Trucking Incorporated, 1-800-668-2980.
InsideSimRacing.tv, the fastest show on the internet. Sim racing news and reviews since 2007, with new shows every week.
Welcome back, and we're just getting the one green this time by here at Kentucky. Ryan Lewis, the leader. He had a great pit stop. David Cater almost beat him off pit road. So these guys have been the fastest car so far. Lindsay's up here as well on 4 tires this run. Michael Conti's now finally got to show what he got up there in third. So looks like we're in for an exciting last 21, 22 laps. Looks like when we go back green.
We lights are out on the pace car as Ryan Lewis, the dominant car so far in this race. He's going to be leading him to the green flag as David Cater. He almost beat him off pit road, as that would have been interesting to see. David Cater's been a little bit off of Ryan Lewis all night, but it's clean air. It's critical here at Kentucky Speedway.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious to see if Cater might be able to do anything here. It's sort of rookie against the veteran, if you want to say it like that.
Yeah, Lewis doesn't have too much experience in this Friday Night Showdown. Cater, he's been pretty much almost probably recognized person in the B car series over the past couple years. So definitely good to see kind of old versus new up here and up front. You got some guys behind him. Conti, a regular in the booth. He's now racing this series. So first time I've seen him race all season, but he's been really fast as well. Lindsay's been fast. So it should be an exciting last 20 laps here. We got Eric ready. The pace car is going to pull off here. Lewis is already going, so Lewis with a big jump. He's going to take over a big lead on Cater and Conti.
He pulls 4 lengths of the number 1 machine of Michael Conti as the green flag waves here at the Kentucky Speedway. Looks like we got a great side-by-side battle behind them with David Cater and Michael Conti. As never mind, scratch that. Michael Conti takes position as Cater goes side-by-side with the number 6 car of Marcus Lindsay.
Yeah, Lindsay's trying to follow through that bottom. Luza made that possible by getting a good start. Gerald is right behind Lindsay right now, trying to get by Cater on the bottom, and also Morris is trying to come through now. Cater getting trained on the outside.
Yeah, David Cater just looks to be in the wrong place, wrong time, being on the outside of that restart. He's got they got 3 wide. Marcus Lindsay gets a little bit loose. David Cater takes over his position as the number 16 car of Lee Herone tries to take it over from David Cater. See if he lets him in line, and he does not. So David Cater continuing to go to the back-to-back.
Wow. 6 car lost about 10 spots there on that run. They're going to be 3 wide off turn 4. Oh, Thompson's in the wall. What a save by Justin Thompson. They're going to stack up all over the track now. And they're about 4 wide. And still 4 wide, 2 wide. Wow, what a move by everyone. They're going to be 3 wide down to turn 1. Gotta go back and see what happened to Thompson there, but everyone's fanned down and they don't make it through, so no caution. We'll stay green.
Yeah, that was a great save by Thompson right there, and looks like this is starting to get exciting, guys.
Yeah, 20 laps to go. Business is starting to pick up, as you saw there last lap. 6 car Marcus Lindsay, he's right back in the mix of that. He's been up front all race. He got a little bit loose a few laps ago, got himself back there with number 21 car, Justin Thompson, and Armando Var. Just Brooks gets real sideways through 1 and 2. He makes a great save. It looks like we're going to stay green flag racing.
What a save by Justin Brooks. Brooks is really sideways through 1 and 2. He makes great. So a lot of great driving by a lot of these guys making great saves. I know you guys are pro drivers. You guys know what it's like to make great saves like that. So these guys put on a heck of a show for us tonight, and a lot of positions cycling around right now. I got the 7-17 battling up here, and there's a close battle on track right now. I got the 7-17 and the 9 right behind them.
I'm watching the number 23 right now, Mike Kirby. He's been struggling a little bit all race, but he's picked up positions this last restart. He's a little bit quicker than the guys in front of him. So we'll see if he can mix things up. As EJ O'Rourke, he actually just lagged out right there and popped up back in front of the field. He's been having a good strong run tonight. We'll see if he can finish out the race.
Chris Seymour finally just got Malik Gray cleared going down into turn 1, and Malik tries to pull a crossover. I don't think he has position yet. Oh, now he does, and great racing between these two drivers right now as Thompson gets loose off turn 2.
Yeah, Malik Gray moving through the field. He was my pick, and finally spoke his way into the top 10 late in this thing. He's looking for 8th right now with Seymour. They're going to get really close to 3 and 4. Seymour's going to push up the track. So Malik, not a little turnovers. We have a wreck.
Big wreck, Justin Thompson. The bomb just went off.
I believe one of the ABR racing cars just about wrecked. 23 of Mike Kirby. He was trying to slow down and almost wrecked it all on his own.
Huge hit for Justin Thompson, though. Looks like he got loose in the middle of 3 and 4, hit the 14 over big hook in the outside wall. He kind of spun like a top for a little while, and his car's destroyed. That kind of looks like the record for 30 earlier. Just got loose himself there.
Yeah, Michael McDowell has made his way to Kentucky. That was a big hit for the number 21 machine, Justin Thompson, the Gale Force Chevrolet. He's going to need an ambulance to get out of that one.
Looked like Thompson got a little bit loose, came down to the 14, and then boom, hit the wall, and Ian Hine got a good piece of him, and also Mike Kirby, like I said before, the reason why he was wrecking was because he was trying to avoid him. And we're going to send it down to pit road without Chambrone.
Yeah, we have some interesting strategy here. Nicholas Moore staying out, so along with Lee Heron, Justin Brooks, maybe a little team strategy over Lasser Motorsports, as I'm going to expect to see most of the 2-tire calls are going to come right here. We're going to be about 10 to go when we get the green, so I'd expect a lot of 2-tire calls here on Thursday, and I'd be quite surprised.
And there's one right there, Michael Conti. He elects with 2 tires. Looks like he's going to win the race off pit road. He actually beats Ryan Luza, who takes 2 tires. So we'll have to see what happens here as the front 4 or 5 stay out, and Michael Conti and Ryan Luza are the first to come off pit road.
Yeah, I'm not sure how the Lastra Motorsports strategy is going to work out for them. I know tires are usually pretty important here, and I don't know if not having any will work. I don't know if having 2 will work, or if it's going to be 4 is what you want. I'm not sure, but I'm sure it's going to be interesting.
Well, looks like we're going to bring Garrett Dorsey in the booth now. He's out of this race, but we're going to have him talk about his event so far. Yep, so definitely interesting up front with Nick Morse up front now. On no tires, Lee on no tires, Brooks on no tires, Fernando Bento. He's a lap down, so is Max Paquette. Conti on 2. I believe Luza took 4, correct, guys?
Luza took 2 tires.
Luza and Conti elect to take 2 tires. I believe Steven Enzi's caught up with Garrett Dorsey.
No. Well, here's Garrett. Garrett, welcome to the booth, bud. You looked like you had a good car early on, running top 15. First off, that road and wreck you missed early on, I believe it was the wreck with the 27 in Melcher. Tell us how you got through that, bud.
don't know. It's just one of them lucky deals, you know, when the hole just opens up for you and just get lucky, I guess.
Well, this is your first Friday Night Showdown appearance that I know of. You out of the race now. Tell us how your race was overall.
I was just trying to ride, trying to avoid all the mess. It was working good so far until that little crap happened there out of turn 4, but what can you do? It's racing.
Alright, well, I picked your teammate Malik Gray to take the win tonight. I know you've been on TeamSpeak with him. Has he complained about the car at all? Or how's he feeling?
Malik really hasn't talked much. He looks really, really good. I'm still surprised about how fast he's been, even with his damage currently. I think he's as good as a chance as anybody right now it does.
Alright, Garrett, thanks for coming in, stopping by tonight. Tough luck for you tonight, but hopefully we can get him next week.
Definitely, thanks, guys.
That was Garrett Dorsey, his first appearance in the Friday Night Showdown. And looks like we're going to get the 2 to green now, so we're up another lap, but we're going to go green with about 12 to go this time. Or next time by, I should say.
Yes, we're going to have about 12 to go when we go back green flag racing here at Kentucky and the Friday Night Showdown Series in the NASCARracing.com Class B car. As looks like your leader is going to be Nick Morse, as he and a few teammates elected to stay out. We'll just, like we were referring to earlier, we'll just have to see how this all shakes out. I anticipate things getting crazy as business is really going to start picking up here with 10 to go.
Yeah, I think the 2 cars you're really going to have to keep an eye on are the number 1 and number 2 cars. If Conti can stay ahead of Luza for at least a lap or 2, I think Conti might have a shot at this win, but I think it's really going to come down to those 2 cars and which one can get ahead of who on these final starts, because I don't think this is going to be the last one.
Yeah, 1 lap. Pace car lights are off. I mean, 1 lap to go. It's going to be interesting to see how aggressive these guys are in the restart. Adam, I'll put you in Luza's shoes. Dylan, I'll put you in Conti's shoes. Tell us how aggressive you guys would be on this restart if you're in their position.
No doubt, if I'm in Ryan Luza's shoes and I've got the fastest car of the race, as Ryan Luza has had so far, I'm going to definitely be aggressive. Not too aggressive to where I'm going to ruin my chance at a win, but 3 wide is definitely not out of the picture.
And with me being in Conti's shoes, I think he has to do the complete opposite. I think he needs to get as much as he can on this start when Luza might be going a little bit easy to keep from wrecking or just trying to get by these guys really safely. I think this is where Conti needs to try to gap himself on Luza and get ahead of these cars before he does, and that's, I think, Conti's real shot at the win.
Alright guys, well, I'd keep an eye on those 2 for sure. You definitely hit the nail on the head with that one. Those 2 are going to be the guys to watch, but you never know if it's 4 and 16 and 3. If they have something in 10, they've had fast cars all night long. Not sure how their tire strategy is going to play out here, but we're getting ready. The pace car is getting ready to pull off. It's going to be a very good show here to the end.
Yes, Nicholas Morse has the field at bay as the pace car paces the field through corners number 3 and 4. Going to be 12 laps remaining when we get the green flag. I'm anticipating them going early. We'll just have to see it. Pace car pulls off, and we're green flag. Nick Morse gets a good jump over the number 16 of Lee Harone.
Conti's side by side with Brooks right now. That leaves the bottom open for Luza. This could be big.
Yep, here comes Brooks underneath Conti. Conti may be able to clear him as Brooks is let up. Luza's going down the bottom lane to make the pass on the 3. He's going to go all the way to the bottom of Conti. What a move by the 2 of Ryan Luza.
What a great move by Ryan Luza to go all the way down to the flat. So he's looking to take the position over the number 1 machine. He's had a great car all night, and he's showing. I mean, he's passing cars with ease right now. Caution's out. Caution's out.
Oh, big wreck here in the back involving Chris Seymour and Ian Hahn. I'm not sure who else was involved with it, but those are the first cars I see.
Looks like Joey Brown dove it in 3 wide underneath the 29-17. And after he sent it in there, he's going to slide up into the 29. And that's going to send Ian into the 17. Hard hit for the 17 of Chris Seymour. He took a very big hit. So did the 29. Tough break for those 2 running in the back.
Kentucky is producing some big hits tonight. And Ian Hahn was another victim, just an innocent victim in that one. Just looks like Joey Brown got in a little bit hot down the bottom 3 wide and slid up enough to where he got into Ian, who set him into Chris Seymour. The Timmy Hill Motorsports car looks to be done for the night.
Yeah, that was a little bit uncalled for by Joey. I think he knew he drove it in too hard, and I don't know. I know you have to get aggressive, but I don't know. That's kind of going a little bit overboard, I think.
Yeah, definitely. So, well, you know what they say in the bottom of these speed races, you gotta make your moves late, and Joey was just aggressive on the restart and proves correct. Now, Adam, I know you've called for a couple ambulances tonight. You think that one called for another one, or are we running out here in Kentucky?
I think the safety crews got that one. That wasn't enough to get the ambulance. The ambulance only comes out in specific situations, as with Justin Thompson as he head on. But I believe the safety crew can handle that one. Just got to get the track cleaned off, and we'll get back green flag racing with about 7 to go.
Yeah, and I think Morris is going to have to get a really good start here to be able to hold off Luza. I'm not sure if Lee is going to be able to stay up there being on the outside. It's going to be hard for him to get clear and get down on the bottom, but I think Morris is going to have to get the start of his life to get enough of a gap over Luza for Luza not to catch him, because we saw with that impressive move down through 1 and 2 that Luza was flat flying.
Yeah, Morris and Heron are teammates, so they might try to set something up where they both get a little bit of a jump on Luza, but at this point, I'd watch out for a little bit of wheel spin. We got some green flag laps on the tires there, about a lap actually. So I don't know if these guys start in first gear or second gear here. I haven't done a race this week, or I haven't done much testing at all, but if they do start in first gear, watch out for some wheel spin and see if Luza can maybe get a big run and pass both these guys in one turn. I know he'd definitely be looking to take a 3 wide on these guys if he gets the opportunity to.
Yeah, no doubt. Ryan Luza, he looked really fast there for the brief time we were green flag. So we'll just, if we get a lap or two, I believe we'll have a new leader here before too long when we go green flag racing.
As the pace lights still have not gone out, I believe they're going to go out this time by, like you guys said, I think the real race here is going to be between Luza and Morris. I'm not sure about Conti or Lee being up on the outside. It's really hard to run up there, but you never know if those front two make some contact. Someone like David Cater or Conti might even be able to come into the picture, or Lindsay there too.
Yeah, Marcus back to 6. We saw him run up front earlier, and he got hung out on one restart, lost about 10 spots. He's recovered nicely, but not enough time for him to recover all the way back to get where he was running. Justin Brooks in 7th right now. We saw him run there all day, a little bit of damage to the back end there. 8th place, Brandon Gerald, our points leader. 9th place, Armando Vargas. Joey, after making that aggressive move there, back to 10th. Malik Ray in 11th. So, Carson Downs with a very damaged car up to 12th. So, a lot of damaged cars up here. I know Malik telling me earlier he had some damage, about 2 minutes worth, so he got that all fixed up now. So, we're going to see if we can see interesting happen in the back. Maybe some great moves and some great racing here to close out the race.
Yeah, it's been a great race so far. Lots of green flag racing to start with, but it's gone in spurts of green flag racing, and there's also been a bunch of cautions. Not really a bunch, but there's been a few cautions, and we didn't get the lights off on the pace car right there, so I guarantee we get it next time by. So that's going to put us right around 7 to go when we get to green flag. One caution on the first lap of green flag. We could maybe see another green flag, but it's pushing it. But hopefully they can stay green flag, and we'll get a good finish here at the Kentucky Speedway.
I'm impressed with points leader Brandon Gerald. There's been a lot of wrecks tonight, and I look at his car and it looks just about perfect. So he's done a good job to keep his car out of the wall and keep it out of other people's cars and keeping it clean to try to keep his points lead.
Yeah, hopefully you don't jinx another guy here, as he did that to Brian Day early in the race. We saw him take a very wild ride. That was one of the incidents that Adam called for an ambulance on, but definitely been a great race so far. We've seen some good green flag racing, a lot of tight, close racing, double file, even some 3 wide, but definitely going to look for an exciting ending here. Hopefully we can get done on the green. I'd hate to see this race end under caution with how great it's been. It's also good to be back with ETV, have them back broadcasting the series for hopefully the remainder of the season. I know John was telling me the last 2 weeks, and he let me know today. He said, hey, if you guys can get a crew going, we'll do tonight's race. So I'm very happy to be here, and great to have Dylan and Adam and Alex down at pit road with me tonight.
It's definitely a bit of fun. Good learning experience for me, myself and Dylan and Alex Chamberlain. He's doing a great job down there on pit road, as is Dylan Duval. We did get the lights off on the pace car, so it will be 1 to green, as Nick Morse staying out the last caution before this last one that we had with the accident with Ian Hahn. He's got no tires, so we'll just have to see if he can hold off the number 2 machine of Ryan Luza.
Let's send it down to Alex Chamberlain on pit road.
Well, Alex, what do you think's going to happen the rest of this race, Alex, while we got a moment?
Cautions, precautions. I think that we're gonna have to expect another caution here. With it's gonna be 5 to go, just about. So we'll see how the tire strategy works out.
Alright, Alex, well, good to hear from you throughout the race. I don't think we're going to be going back to pit road after anymore, but, well, the pace car is going to get ready to pull off here as we're in the middle of 3 and 4. Nick Morris is going to look to get the restart of his life, as Dylan mentioned earlier. Lee Heron outside of him in second. Definitely going to be an interesting start here, see if Lewis can get the job done. Pace car's going to pull off. Morris lagging back a little bit. Morris going to wait on. There he goes. He gets a good jump. Heron's going to get down in second. He's going to clear Luza. That's big. Conti gets another run on the outside of Luza, so let's see if he can hang with them on the outside in turn 1.
Green flag in the air as Nick Morris pulls 3 car lengths on the number 16 of Lee Heron. We'll have to see what Ryan Luza can do here as he gets real close to number 16 all the way on the flat. Once again, he makes it stick. They get real close up off turn number 2. They save it. They're going to be 3 wide with Conti to the outside, in the middle Lee Heron, and number 2 of Ryan Luza to the inside as they head down to corner number 3.
Impressive move. It's a move by Luza there in turn 1. I'm the only person I've seen expecting that stick. Now, good battle for second place. Morris is getting away. Heron still hanging tough on the outside. Here comes Cater and Marcus Lindsay. Oh, big log jam in turn 1.
They're dooring each other off turn 4. Luza and Heron are racing really hard. I think Luza knows he has to get clear of Heron really soon to have a shot at Morse for this win.
And we've seen Morris race very aggressively, so if there is no caution, he's definitely blocking Luza. So it's going to be an interesting race to see how much Luza puts up with and how much he'll do to win this race.
Definitely it'll be interesting to see what he'll do to win this race, as he's definitely got the faster car right now. As 16 is almost in the grasp, throwing a block on number 1 of Michael Conti. Ryan Luza looks to close the gap. No wrecking behind him. Big wreck. Number 16, Lee Heron, number 1 of Michael Conti. Hard crash in the back.
I'm not sure, guys, but I think that might be the race. I think Nick Morse may have just won this thing.
Yeah, gotta go back and see what happened there. I honestly have no idea. Huge wreck. Looks like Lee decided to go to the apron there to hold off Conti and got loose off the apron and just overcorrected right back into Conti and put them both in the wall. Tough break by Lee there. Looks like he was trying to get back in line on the bottom and made a mistake.
It definitely it was one of them things. Just looked like hard racing, getting down to the end of these things, but definitely a mistake on Lee's behalf. But I think that will, like Dylan was referring to, I think that's the end of the race. So if it ends, it's definitely a well-deserved win for Nick Morris. He didn't have the fastest car. Ryan Luza, in my opinion, had the fastest car, but with strategy, he played the right strategy, and it prevailed.
Yeah, it looked like, back to what actually happened to that wreck, it looks like Lee was trying to get a spot on Lindsay right there and just got loose trying to come back up on track, and Conti was there and it just sort of wrecked them all. Kind of sucks for it to end that way, but sort of how these things play out sometimes.
Yeah, definitely a very big wreck down the race, though. I don't know how many cars were involved in that. I didn't go back and see. We're going to see if we do get the 2 to green this time. I doubt it, but we'll probably get the race over sign here from the officials. Nick Morris going to take home the win, it looks like. As long as there's no miracle here and we do get the 2 to green, but have so many lap cars we do, I doubt that'll happen. Let's see if anyone starts typing in good win in chat. And doesn't look like it yet, so I'm not sure if the race is over, but I believe it is.
Yeah, I don't see, like Steven was referring to, I don't see any good wins. And based off what Nick said, we might get a lap of green flag racing here. So it'll be interesting to see. All the spectators are leaving, but they might be missing a heck of a show to finish out this race if we go back green flag racing.
Yeah, I know this is a little bit off the topic of going back to green flag racing, but Adam, I have to ask you, because I'm not the ambulance expert, but is Liam Lambert going to need an ambulance? Because that looked like a really hard hit.
Yeah, no doubt Liam's going to need one. He suffered a concussion earlier in the race with the hard lick, and that definitely sealed his fate. He'll need an ambulance to tow him out of the racetrack.
Well, I'm not sure of many ambulances that tow cars, but keep me updated once you find one.
Definitely a hard lick for Liam Lambert. When I meant tow himself out of the racetrack. But we'll just have to see. Definitely, we'll know from a broadcasting standpoint if we go back racing when we come to the start-finish line to see if we get the lights off on the base car.
I believe
Alex
we.
Chambrone, what's your thoughts on that wreck?
To be honest, I haven't even looked at it yet.
Yeah, well, the race is over, as we did not get the 1 to green this time by, so pace lights will stay on. So, good win to Nicholas Morris tonight. Definitely not the fast car like you mentioned earlier, but great job by him to play the pit strategy right. We're going to do our top 5. We'll probably get some interviews after we're done. Nick Morris, the winner. Ryan Luza comes home second after dominating most of the race. David Cater, a well-deserved top 3. And Marcus Lindsay, P4, after another recovery from Marcus. Brandon Gerald, points leader, top 5, extending his points lead on Anthony Kernick. Justin Brooks, 6th. Malik Gray finishes 7th after being nowhere in top 10 the whole race. Joey Brown, 8th. Armando Vargas, 9th. And Carson Downs with a destroyed car, going to bring home top 10.
Jeffrey Park, number 28, Gale Force Racing Machine, finishes 11th with E.J. O'Rourke, the Timmy Hill Motorsports Machine, getting 12th. Number 20, Clayton Selvosky, finishes 13th. And Matthew Spangler's in 14th. Rounding out your top 15 is Casey Tucker. He drives number 25, as Anthony Kernick in the number 22 finishes 16th. Chris Seymour in the number 17 finishes in the 17th place. And NASCAR Racing.com Series Championship driver runner-up Michael Conti finishes 18th, as Mike Kirby and Lee Harone round out your top 20.
Mark Melker finishes 21st. Liam Lambert, 22nd. Fernando Bento, 23rd. Maxime Paquette in the number 18, 24th. And Ian Hahn in the number 29 and 25th. Justin Thompson, who had a hard lick early, he finishes 26th. Danny Hansen, 27th. 28th is Garrett Dorsey, who we talked to earlier. And Thomas Lewandowski finishes 29th. And rounding out your field is Brian Day, who, sorry Brian, I jinxed you earlier, but he rounds out your field in 30th.
So an exciting race put on by these drivers today. They did a great job. So I'm happy to be back here in the booth with you guys. I mean, you guys did a fantastic job for your first time up here, and hopefully we can do this again next week if you guys are up for it.
Yeah, it's definitely fun. As Nick Morse gets the white flag, he's going to come around, complete this next lap, and he'll claim his first checkered flag in the B Series in quite a long time. He's been fast in the A car and the C car, but he sealed the deal on this one. He got a win in a big split B race. So congrats to Nick Morse and the rest of the field, or the rest of the top 5.
Yeah, Nick did a great job with strategy to get the win here tonight. Congrats to him. Great strategy by him and his teammates. It didn't work out as great for them, but still, it's sort of a team effort when one of those cars that are on the same strategy is able to capitalize and get a win.
Yeah, fantastic job by all that team to get this car set up. And I'll look at our picks for the race. I picked Malik. He finished 7th. Dylan, your pick did not go so well. I don't know if any of you guys had a good pick in this whole race.
Yeah, it was definitely rough for all of us for all our picks. You had a pretty good pick with Malik finishing 7th. A strong run for Malik. The professional sim racing group finishes, or he's the driver. He's on the professional sim racing group. He races.
Well, we'll just say PSRG. That's my team. I know you like getting a kick out of the name. We do too as well. But I believe you picked Carson Downs, and he finished 10th. So I think I won the battle for the picks this week.
Yeah, I picked DJ O'Rourke, came out 12th there, so not too good of luck on that pick.
Dylan's gonna have to work on his pick a little bit. I don't think Justin Thompson finished this race, so Dylan's kind of odd man out. We all pick guys that finish, and well, Nick Morris, let's see if he's gonna do a little burnout for us now after that win. He's gonna pull over and he's gonna get out of his car. So never mind, we won't see that. So we're gonna send it down a commercial break. Well, yeah, we're gonna send it down a commercial break. So we'll be back with, maybe we'll try to get some interviews here from your top finishers. Well, we'll hold off on the commercial for a minute or two. We're going to see what Nick does. We want to see him do some burnouts. I know we enjoy those, but right now he's kind of just riding around.
Yeah, he looks to get back going. He's going to head to start-finish line and maybe do a burnout. Man, Malik Ray's team is sure a tongue twister, but enough of that. We'll see if Nick Morris wants to do a burnout, as it's well deserved. He deserves to do one.
We got another car up here doing them already. Here comes Nick. He's going to stop right before the line. See what he decides to do here. And Last Year Motorsports, good job by them tonight. Not really familiar with the B car. They don't usually run it. And here he goes. Finally, he's going to start burning it down. So Nick Morrison, the burnouts here tonight. Last Year Motorsports, great team effort by them to get Nick the win. Now Nick's done. So well, we'll send it down to commercial break.
Great burnout by Nick Morris. We're going to send it to commercial break.
Hey, JD here with ETV Live, and let me tell you something. If it's too big for the pickup truck and you need to move it, there's only one trucking company you need to call, and don't bother with the Yellow Pages Cowboy. I'll give you that number in a minute. Manufactured goods, automotive, technical equipment, furniture, even if you need a reefer, Gary Mercer Trucking Incorporated is the only choice, Cowboy. With locations in Mississauga, Ontario, Canada, Rancho Cucamonga, California, if you need to move it, store it, and keep it cold, you need to call Gary Mercer Trucking Incorporated. Long haul, short haul, or just across town, Gary Mercer has the best trained and qualified drivers to get your load from point A to point B with professionalism and on time. So remember, Hoss, if it don't fit in a pickup truck, you're going to need a real truck, Cowboy. Sponsors of ETV Live's Friday Night Showdown, Gary Mercer Trucking Incorporated, 1-800-668-2980.
Nick Morris, your winner in tonight's race. Congrats on the win, Nick. Talk about your run up through the field.
It was a pretty eventful run. Got to thank everyone for giving me a lot of room. I had some internet connection troubles there for a little bit, and Brandon and Jeffrey both gave me a break on some restarts, so I'm pretty thankful for that. And other than that, I'm just really lucky. I got to thank everyone on Last Row Motorsports for helping out with the setup. We just kind of put that thing together in the last 30 minutes, and turned out to be pretty quick, and got lucky there at the end. I played pit strategy because I've been burned by it before, and it was just my night. It worked out, and I had a lot of fun, and some good racing out there.
You definitely had a great strategy indeed. You held off the fastest car of the night in Ryan Luza, and you did a great job up there. Talk about your battle about mid-race with Justin Thompson. You guys looked to be going back and forth at it. Must have been a lot of fun racing with him.
Yeah, it was fun racing with him. He was pretty pissed at me. He was running his mouth to me during the race, and I just had to mute him, but I'm not sure what his deal was. I got into him once in the middle of 3. It was a slight door tap. It's completely my fault, and I'm sorry for it. But I think he was pissed off because he overdrove 1 and got sideways, and he thought it was me, and it wasn't. I raced the guy clean. I never put him in the wall, and I'm not sure why he was so mad. And then after he wrecked himself at the end, he was trying to message me again. So I was having fun. I had a great battle with Marcus Lindsay too. I think we both showed you can race hard, and you don't have to get hot heads or anything about it. It's just racing. And it's unfortunate he wrecked. I wish he would have had a better run because he was up there with me. But I'm glad I came out of it alive, and I had fun during the process.
It was definitely a great race to watch. Looked like a lot of fun out there. You mentioned the team that makes it happen for you in Lastro Motorsports. Talk about who else makes it happen for you.
Oh, Joey, Dylan, Cattell, all those guys over there, the Sturgis brothers, Lee, Peter, Landon. We have a lot of great guys on the team, and Sasha. We just have a great group of minds, so we really don't need a lot of time for some of the lower end cars, and it just goes to show when you get the right people together and things are working right, you can put out great setups in a short amount of time. So I have to thank all those guys. I literally got that set up in my first laps of it, or at the beginning of the race, so I was kind of all over the place, almost spun. But once I figured it out, it was quick, and they know my style, and I'm pretty good at working with them now, and I think we're really clicking. So I got to thank those guys over there again.
Yeah, no doubt you got a strong team. Dylan Duval has caught up with David Cater, your third place finisher.
I'm sorry, I think Adam got a little bit confused. I've actually caught up with Anthony Kernick. Anthony, I'm sure that wasn't exactly the run you were looking for, considering your points position, but not that bad of a showing for you tonight.
Yeah, this track's a bit, it can go either caution-free or a wreckfest, and my first stop, I overshot my pit stall and lost about 10 spots, so I came back in, and yeah, I was stuck in the back all day, and I dodged a few of the wrecks, but other than that, I didn't really make any ground.
Yeah, it must have been exciting back there trying to avoid some of those wrecks. I know Adam called an ambulance on a couple of them, and what was it like trying to get through those wrecks?
Yeah, it's just a matter of preempting where the cars are likely to be when you get to them. I did cause a bit of trouble mid-race. I did tap Malik, and I apologise for that, but there was a car up high, and yeah, it's just luck of the draw really if you avoid wrecks or you get caught up in them, especially here where things sort of tend to come down towards you.
I know you have a great team behind you. Anyone you'd like to thank tonight?
Yeah, I'd like to thank Bowie and Brooks for working on the setups this week, and Ryan. Yeah, we obviously worked and provided a pretty decent setup. We just got caught out by pit strategy again.
That's Anthony Kernick. I believe Steven has caught up with David Cater.
Yeah, guys, I caught up with David Cater here. David, first off, congrats on your third place run tonight. Tell us what it was like running up front here tonight and having a good run for once.
Well, for once. You're right about that. It was good. I was, to be honest with you, I was a little surprised. When I went into this thing, I figured I had a top 10 car at best. And just all of a sudden, coming out of 2 and coming through the bumps at 4, it started gaining on people. So I was a little surprised at how well it ran.
Yeah, I know you've had some bad luck over the past couple weeks. That's why I said that there, because you haven't been able to finish the race. You've been involved in a lot of other people's mess. So I'm really happy to see you run up front tonight. And tell us who makes it happen for you.
Now, I don't know. With the wheelman guys so busy with their pro, I've been kind of on my own a little bit. But to be honest with you, man, without the knowledge that I've gained from all the wheelman guys on this stuff, that the cars wouldn't be set up the way they are. So those are the ones that actually drive this thing.
All right, David. Once again, congrats to you on the top 3 finish. Glad to see you up there on the podium tonight. Hopefully, you can fare well in the next couple weeks. And Alex, have you caught up with anybody?
Yeah, I've caught up with EJ O'Rourke. Came in with a solid 12th place finish. EJ, how do your tell us a little about your race and how you came in with 12th place there?
Well, I took the typical EJ O'Rourke Kentucky survival mode, brought it home 12th by missing all them wrecks up front. I actually had a decent car. I had probably about a top 15 car on the Motivated.com Chevrolet, but I ended up missing the wrecks and brought it home 12th, so it was a good run for us.
Yeah, definitely a solid run. Came in with 12th place there, just short of top 10. Tell us who makes it happen for us. Tell us who makes it happen for you, man.
Well, all the guys at Timmy Hill Motorsports built a great setup this week. Got to thank Schmidt and Chassis Works for the help they gave us too today. Well, it was a good race. Had fun. Had a lot of battles with the top guys up front. So, got to thank Motivated Eyewear, Clovo.com, also ETV for broadcasting again. It's great. Have you guys back for the next few weeks. So it'll be great to close off the season here.
All right,
Alright.
thank you,
Also,
EJ.
I want to say, give a shout out to JD. Glad he's back. Love you, JD.
All right, EJ. All right, well, now before we wrap it up here, guys, tell me about how your first experience in the booth went, starting with Adam, Dylan, and Alex. How was it up here tonight, guys? Was it fun?
It was definitely a lot of fun. I want to thank ETV and John Westling, JD Webb for giving me an opportunity. It was definitely fun working with you, Steven, Alex Chambro, and Dylan Duval. It was definitely an interesting experience, to say the least, but if another opportunity presents itself, I'll gladly step in and give it another go, but I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, tonight was definitely interesting, like Adam said. It's definitely much different having to give your opinion about everything rather than just racing, and I don't know, it's just a completely different perspective, and yeah, I wouldn't mind coming back and doing it again. Hopefully, if we do, we won't have to call so many ambulances, but let's hope that doesn't happen again.
Yeah, like Adam said, thanks for everyone at ATV for giving us a chance to be up here. Definitely fun once I get used to being in the booth. First time I've done this, and looking forward to doing it again if the chance presents itself.
Hey guys, I definitely enjoyed myself as well being back in the booth, first time since Season 3. Looks to me like Brandon Jarrell will keep your points lead. I believe that's all we have for tonight, unless John or JD want to pop in and say anything quick. Not sure if they want to do or not. And yeah, we're going to close it out here. So, from all of us at ETV, I'm Steven Esney. I was with Adam Gilliland, Dylan Duval, and Alex Chambrone. Good night, folks.
Oh,